What's up, guys? My name's Jake and you're watching the premiere of Bairshaft Archery. Today we're going to be talking about Quattro Archery, and more specifically we're going to be talking about their Vulcan Stabilizers. Stay tuned. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video today. Let's talk about Quattro Archery a little bit. So, Quattro Archery is based out of South Africa. They make archery stabilizers for the target and hunting bows. So, when you order your Quattro, it'll come in a tube in the mail. It'll show up, pull this out of the tube, and they have a canvas sleeve here. I'm not sure if it's Cadora or not, but it's a nice heavy canvas sleeve. It'll definitely protect them. So when you get it, take your stabilizer out of the sleeve, and here you are. So this is the Quattro Vulcan. This is a 12-inch stabilizer here. And I also got the 6-inch for the back bar. So the Vulcan is made up of it's like a wide carbon weave. It's not the basket weave that you're used to seeing in normal stabilizers. It's a wider pattern. It's a matter pattern, I think, like a matte finish pattern to it. I really like it. I don't know if the lights will help, if you can see it in the lights or not, but it's a sharp stabilizer, guys. You can get the Vulcan specifically in 12, 10, 8, and 6-inch configurations. You can get Quattro's full set in 12 and 10, 12 and 10, 10 and 8, and 8 and 6. And then any size that they make in there, you can kind of mix and match to get what you wanted. So I got the 12-inch bar for my front bar, and the 6-inch bar for my back bar. So what I found with working with Quattro is their dedication to quality. I preferred to have a 15-inch main bar, but they tried it out and they weren't happy with the performance that they were getting from a 15-inch bar with this style of weave. So they didn't put it out the door, and I think that's great for a company nowadays to not just shove stuff out the door just to make the sale, because I'm sure if they sold it in 15 they would sell a bunch of them, but they chose to not do that, and good on them for that. It's fit and finish on these stabilizers. The grip it weights, the end caps, the glue work done to put the end caps in, everything's Cerakoted in different colors that you want. I mean, there's no spillage, there's no imperfections or marks on the carbon tube. Everything about these guys is top notch. I don't think you can go wrong with, if you're just going to judge a stabilizer on its fit and finish, this is definitely one of the top ones. When you buy the full set from Quattro, you can buy these in single. The stabilizers you can buy in single or sets, or you get the full set. And with the full set, you get their Vero back bar mount. So the Vero back bar mount will come fully Cerakoted. It'll come with little hash marks in here and one on the top, so you can get that thing rotated just the way you like it. Make a little mark on here, and your settings will never be lost. With it being Cerakoted, all the bolts are Cerakoted that go with it, all the hardware. Everything's Cerakoted, so you won't ever have to deal with rusty bolts. And we all know how much we hate rusty bolts. Frickin' burger button bolts, man, and limb bolts. What the hell are we paying $1,300 for bows for and getting rusty bolts first time out in the rain? So one thing to mention is that when you order this, I'm sure that Quattro will work with you. My whole color scheme for my bow, and you all know it's about looks, is tan and OD green. I kind of wish I would have specified when I ordered to get some OD FDE screws to go with my OD green Vero. I think it would have just gave it a little bit of contrast. I think it would have looked pretty cool. So the colors that they offer these stabilizers in are tan, OD green, carbon black, FDE, and perplexed. And maybe there was a dark gray in there if I didn't say that. Tons of colors, guys. All their colors. This OD green with a VXR, money. It matches the VXR almost perfectly. To try to cover such a wide array of bow colors nowadays that you have, from Prime to Bowtech to Matthews, I mean, it's impossible. So with them offering two different color tans, one being tan, one being FDE, you're going to pretty much match anything out there. And the OD green looks great. So when I'm looking at a stabilizer, guys, I'm not just looking at the fit and finish and how cool it looks, although that's a big part to me about how my gear looks. I'm also gonna grade it on the quality of how it performs on my bow. These stabilizers, although I don't have a lot of time behind them right now, it's February in Pennsylvania and we're getting snow every other day, it seems like. I've been doing a shit ton of blank bailing in my basement. From my previous stabilizer, I had a two-piece stabilizer before, and I always had that little, when I shot that bow without a stabilizer on it, it was the VXRs are pretty damn smooth. With that two-piece stabilizer on it that I could extend, great in theory, but for me, with being a tinkerer, every time I shot, I get that little bit of vibration. When I threw these stabilizers on, guys, it took it all away. It is dead quiet. In my basement, you're going to be able to hear any kind of vibration, any kind of little sound that you'll get from that bow. You'll be able to pick that up, and it is dead quiet, guys. I am 100% happy with the performance that it takes out of the vibration out of the bow, and also with the performance of it just being a solid setup and not getting any vibration out of it. These stabilizers don't have any kind of rubber isolators on them. They're all just solid. Grip it weights go right to the end caps. Nothing in the actual stabilizer body. But they work fantastic. They do what a stabilizer is supposed to do, and that's put weight on that bow where you need it. I run a two-piece quiver all the time, so I always have my quiver loaded up, so it's a lot of weight hanging off my right side of my bow. If I was going to be running a tight spot quiver, then I wouldn't worry about it so much for whitetail, because I'm going to climb up in my tree, I'm going to get up in my tree, I'm going to take my quiver off. So you have to practice how you're going to be shooting that bow. If you're going out west for elk, then you're probably going to have the quiver on your bow all the time. It's not a lot of chances that you're going to get, unless you're sitting on a water hole somewhere, that you're going to have your quiver on your bow, you're going to knock an arrow, and you're going to be able to take your quiver off. It's the last thing I'm worried about when I have an elk bugling in my face. So let's talk about price point for a second. These stabilizers, I feel violated for what I've paid in the past for stabilizers. These stabilizers, I got this full set with the Vero sidebar for under $200, guys. It's ridiculous. I've paid $200 for stabilizers, single ones. So to be able to get this full set, I think that's a pretty good value for $200. Especially being able to mix and match, already have them colored matched to your bow. I mean, you're not going to find that anywhere else. So let's talk about a couple of the other stabilizers that Quattro make. I do have a Dentro here that Quattro did send me to check out. This is a wooden stabilizer, and from what I've been able to read about it, they use an African hardwood for this. Really sharp looking stabilizer if you want to go with a classic look for your bow, and I'm sure the wood properties are giving you some kind of vibration dampening in themselves. So like I said about the Vulcans, quality second to none. The end caps, perfection. Everything's stainless hardware on these, so that's good. Everything that's not Cerakote is stainless hardware. Just a really sharp looking stabilizer. And their attention to detail, I don't know if my camera will pick that up, but that's awesome. That's awesome to me. So the Dentro comes in 11, 8, and 6.5 inch configurations. It's a real cool looking classic style stabilizer. They look great on the OD Green VXRs as well. Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be a pretty cool setup to have 2 of these hanging off the side of your bow. So the next stabilizer that Quattro offers is the Frieza. I probably butchered that name. I hope I didn't, but it's the Frieza 2. They offer the Frieza in 12, 10, 8, and 6 configuration for lengths. You can also buy that in a full set, single stabilizer, or just sets without the sidebar. So that's another option to consider for a hunting stabilizer. The Frieza has the more of the classic basket weave style carbon fiber wrap to it. So they do offer these Vulcans in a Vulcan Pro as well. It's more of a spiral weave carbon. It's really sharp looking carbon. It comes in an 18 millimeter OD tube size. So that helps you guys out there that are worried about the wind drift of your stabilizers, having a fatter stabilizer and getting pushed around a little bit in the wind. They offer those in 15, 12, and 10 inch configurations. So that's just another option for you hunting stabilizer guys. So on top of all the hunting stabilizers that Quattro offers, the Dentro, the Frieza, the Vulcan Pro, they also have a whole line of target stabilizers to offer. And they range anywhere from 28 to 33 inch front bars, and I believe 15, 12 inch back bars for you competition archery guys. So if you're looking for those, go check out their website. So to kind of round out this video guys, let's talk about Quattro Archery and their customer service. They've been around since 2015. Again, they're from South Africa. I contacted them through Instagram. It was a great interaction. They got back to me fast, very informative about any questions that I had. Real quick to take an order from me and get it processed. Even though they are from South Africa, shipping was not a huge cost to do so, and I received them within 7 days, which I thought was pretty great. If that would be a reason why you guys would hold off on that, don't let it be. I had a great interaction with them, and shipping was fantastic. So guys, in all honesty, I did pay for these stabilizers myself, so I think I can give a pretty unbiased review on them. I paid for the full set. I paid for shipping. I paid for everything. They did send the Dentro along just for me to take a look at. But I paid for these stabilizers with my own money, and I would 100% pay for them again with my own money. I want to thank you for tuning in to our premiere video with Bairshaft Archery. I hope it was informative. I'm hoping to step up that quality here in the future. Maybe some better cameras, some better backdrops. But the products that we review, guys, they are definitely quality. So you're going to want to stick with us and keep up with our reviews. Help us out with a like, a comment, and a subscribe. All right, guys, until the next video, take it easy.